Alright folks, today we are making this amazing looking gin graved salmon. So stay tuned. It's time to grill. One of my friends started a project of creating his own gin. The result is called Yellowfin Gin and is an awesome gin with nice umami flavor. I really enjoy people making projects like this, so I decided to support with a recipe video. It didn't take long until I came up with the idea of a gin graved salmon. First of all, you will need fresh dill and a good amount, approximately 2 handsful. Chop it, and then you will need a mixture of sugar and salt. This is 60-40, 60 grams of sugar, 40 grams of salt. This technique and the idea is origin of the Scandinavian people who try to cure their fresh fish over a longer time by using salt and sugar. Now this is completely fresh salmon, 1.2 kilos, and we put this into a bowl. Then add about 5 centiliter of your yellowfin gin and give it a good massage to the fish. Now take a look at the color and try to remember how it looks like later after the first curing phase. Then sprinkle over your fresh chopped dill. If I would have to describe the flavor of the gin some more, I would name the flavors of seaweed and matcha tea, so dill is just a perfect combination for that type of flavors. Now you will need lemon zest. Press down gently and then sprinkle over your salt and sugar mixture. Then put on some foil and let that cure in the fridge for 25 hours. After 25 hours, your salmon will look like this. And if you remember the color of the salmon before curing, you might realize that it's pretty much darker. Especially on the thinner parts and on the small part we had separated. Of course, you have to clean this completely under clean water and then take a paper towel and dry these pieces up. We are making 2 certain ways of preparation now. We are making a tartare, therefore you will need the thinner pieces, like this one I'm cutting here off, and the piece that is separated. And we'll do something different, like small salmon bites from the fillet in the middle. Now take a sharp knife and take off the skin. That's it. And then start with the tartare. I don't know how your temperature is in the summer. In Germany it's pretty warm, so make sure it's not too warm and keep in mind that it's still raw fish. It's not 100% raw because it's cured a little bit and graved, whatever. But of course, all in all, this is still raw fish. Cut this into tiny dices or smaller stripes, just like that, and then put it in a bowl. Then, of course, I will put the bowl back into the fridge, so it stays nice and cold. After 20 minutes in the fridge, add some cream, a teaspoon of Coleman's strong mustard, which is perfect for that kind of dish. Sprinkle over lemon juice, half a lemon. Of course, you can add a dash of that yellowfin gin as well. 2 spoons of fresh chopped dill again, and the salt seasoning. That's it. This is so fresh and the flavor of the gin is so good in there. It's one of the best starters you will have at your next barbecue menu, I promise. Just 1 course of gin cured salmon and your guests will be really amazed. I promise. Again, put this in the fridge And now we keep going for the rest of the fillet. Again, some more fresh dill. Cut thinly, put in a bowl. Then you will need chives. Of course, cut them same way. Add them into the bowl with the fresh chopped dill. Give it a good mix. Then you will need a second bowl with high quality extra virgin olive oil. And of course, cut your salmon into dices or smaller pieces. There could have been a different way. After I prepared it that way, I thought about just leaving this at one piece, wrapping it in olive oil and then sprinkle over the seasoning, but I decided to take every single piece, cover it in oil and then cover it in herbs. It's also a good way, but I guess it's way better if you can cut smaller pieces or slices. This is a little bit like raw tuna, tastes amazing and it melts in your mouth, I promise, but the thinner the better, I think. So here's the tartare, place it on a plate, plate everything up, and this is the best way to prepare your salmon. Of course you can smoke some of that pieces too, to have some smoked salmon. Amazing stuff as well. There you go. Some more of that dry gin. You can now add a nice glass of rosé or white wine, or of course an amazing ice cold gin tonic would work great here as well. And of course, as always, I'm gonna give this a shot right now. Can't wait to hear your thoughts about gin cured salmon, gin graved salmon, whatever you call it. Please hit that like button, check out the gin, I will put a link into the video description. Also make sure to visit my fan pages. You can find Old 15 Barbecue on Insta, on Facebook, on TikTok, everywhere. Please subscribe and help us grow the international channel as well. We are seeing us again in the upcoming days, I'll promise. This is one of my favorite summer dishes. I would really appreciate and recommend do it. Anyway, thanks for watching, I'm out, see you.